Welcome everyone to another video of Vinyl Addict. This is Chili, and on this video I'm going to talk about this album here, Born Again, 1983, Black Sabbath. This is, to me, an underrated album by a popular band. Okay, now before I get into this, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment on this video, share this video, and if you still haven't, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you will get updates on new videos. Okay, so with that out of the way, this is a promo of the album. There's a gold stamp, and I have an import. So I'll share both of them after giving you guys my thoughts on this album. This is the follow-up to The Mob Rules, which was a Ronnie James Dio Black Sabbath album. You know, he departed, and at this point, you know, Tony was looking at David Coverdale or even Robert Plant, but a writer on Hit Parade magazine said, hey, why don't you get Ian from Deep Purple? And that's how that kind of sparked up everything. Now, Ian Gillan was, I guess he was just in the Ian Gillan band with Roger Glover and doing some of those types of things, great solo albums. However, you know, he got together with this band, just Geezer and Tony, and they were drinking, and then, of course, the next day, the manager of Ian says, oh, you guys, you joined Black Sabbath. And he was just like, what? You know, because it was just supposed to be a little kind of get together and exchange of ideas, but they got really trashed. And there you go. He just joined Black Sabbath. Now, let me show you what this is all about. This had Bill Ward. He came back on this album, which was great. And the drummer, you know, because we had Vinny Appice filling in, and he was part of the, you know, the Mob Rules in the Live Evil album. But now, you know, so he was out of rehab and he was being sober, so he came in and recorded and laid down some tracks on this album, and he said this is some of the best drumming he's done on a Sabbath album. This is what Bill Ward said. And he said it's unfortunate that it's mixed the way it is. Hopefully they will remix it, because Tony Iommi did mention in 2021 that he was considering remixing this album because he has found the lost tapes. So that would be great. Now, this opens up with Trashed, and that was the lead-in single, and that's a song that's actually on the Filthy 15 from the PMRC. They ranked it at number 12 because of the drinking and the driving storyline on that. But, you know, Ian Gillan said, you know, it's not about him going just drinking and driving and romanticizing about it. It is a story he took or he stole or he borrowed without asking. Bill Ward's his car, and pretty much trashed it and everything. And so you got this great song, great riff. Stonehenge is on here. Now it's a shorter version. There was a longer version, which was of course released in the 2011 Super Deluxe Edition CD, with also like outtakes like the song The Fallen on there. Disturbing the Priest is a song which they were talking about. They were rehearsing next to a church, making a lot of noise. The Dark, Zero the Hero is great. Sort of, to me, it's a long epic, and at the end, it's if there's such a thing called psychedelic metal, there's a lot of things going on in there, just kind of overlaying each other and weird panning and whatnot. So if they clean this song up, it'd probably the best one to want to, you know, sink your ears into, because it's just, there's a lot of stuff that I could hear right now that just sounds really cool. Side 2, Digital Bitch, Born Again, great song, Born Again. You know, the screams on this one, it is probably, to me, some of his best screaming. since the early 70s Purple stuff. I mean, this one right here is just, that is that distinct scream and why we love Ian Gillian so much. And then there's Hotline and Keep It Warm. Now, one of the things that Tony said about Ian coming into the fold and into the whole Sabbath scheme was that his lyrics are more, they were more sexual, they were more personal, and they weren't anything like Dio, of course, and Ozzy. And even Ian was saying that it was hard for him to connect with those previous singers because, like Ian, he sings in a storyboard kind of fashion, just like Trashed and Smoke on the Water. They're always kind of like these autobiography kind of stories, which happened to him, and so he kind of sings in and writes lyrics in that manner. And so for him to connect, he had a hard time like connecting with something like Neon Nights, which is abstract and kind of metaphors and this and that, and he's much more of a straight no shooter type of lyricist, and he just kind of just tells you what it is, and it's really cool. But for some reason, I think that was another thing why this era of Sabbath is kind of controversial. It's always going to be a lot of people saying it is a great album, and then there's a lot of people saying that was garbage. I'm one of the ones who think it's a great album. I mean, here I got these different versions here. Now the inner sleeve for this one is, let's see. Yeah, so this is the Warner Brothers release, right? The white and the red for the lyrics, and just the regular, Warner Brothers kind of thing. Now, this one, the Vertigo one here is like this. I like this one better. The yellow and the black and the red, it kind of matches everything else in the backside, and then of course you have the UFO of the Vertigo. For me, I mean, this is one of their, I would say, if I had to rank Sabbath albums with all of them, because I've ranked Ozzy albums, but I haven't done a ranking with everything, including Forbidden, right? The Tony Martin stuff. This would be in my top 10. Born Again. And probably some of you are like, I would put that very, 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 very low, the bottom of the list. That's how people feel about this, especially about the cover too, this and that. I felt the cover was kind of over the top, yeah, but it was like at the time when, because I was like 13 when this came out, and older brother went to the show and got the t-shirts and everything like that, and we were just like, wow, that's cool. That's the thing, because they've taken the kind of dark, kind of supernatural, kind of demonic stuff further, which Dio was really kind of dabbling in with his album covers in his period. But the music itself isn't about that kind of stuff, which is the difference. But they do have, like some symbolisms there, but Ian Gillan thought this was a joke. He said he threw up when he saw it. And Bill Ward didn't like it. He didn't have a involvement, because he usually has involvements with the album covers, and he didn't have one with this, and he just said, I hated it, And as far as people have, as far as other artists, a lot of heavy metal artists have name-checked this album. Whether it's from Godflesh to Cannibal Corpse, they said this album is great. Ozzy Osbourne himself says this was the best post-Ozzy Black Sabbath album. He really enjoyed it. So Like I said, yeah, it's always up in the air. What are your thoughts on Born Again? I think it'd be on my top 10 as far as Sabbath albums go. And, but that's just my opinion. Please leave me yours. And with that, I'll shut up and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.